Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining. We're gonna do a Dutch pour on a black background. First time I've ever done that. I painted my edges first with black just to make sure we had a smooth coverage around the corners and the edges. And the canvas is flooded with black paint. Floetrol and water is what I mixed it with. The first paint I laid down is Pebeo Green Blue Iridescent. This one is Grumbacher Ultramarine, which is a beautiful blue. Excuse me. Coming up is Amsterdam Greenish Blue, which is a color you don't want to live without. Upcoming is Primary Elements Snapdragon. Now I did not mix Primary Elements with Floetrol and water like I did my tube paints. I mixed it with Liquitex gloss pouring medium and water because they don't play well with Floetrol. This is Liquitex Aqua Green with Primary Elements Mermaid scales. And this is Primary Elements Robin's Egg, beautiful color. I obviously used way too many colors and way too much paint on here. I still like the way it turned out. This is going to be Mystic Blue, which is a teal color. Really, really pretty by Primary Elements. And this is Primary Elements Blue Bayou coming up. And the next color is Primary Elements Boysenberry, a favorite of mine. And this one is Blue Bayou, I think. Maybe Boysenberry again. I got one of those mixed up. It's one of those. A little bit more Robin's Egg. And then I'm going to finish with Pebeo Blue Green Iridescent. Like I said, way too much paint on the canvas. And at the end of the video, you'll see that I finished this with resin. This painting dried beautifully. The only thing is Primary Elements don't mix well with Floetrol, and so I didn't mix them directly with Floetrol, but because they were mixed with other paints that were, there was a little bit of flocculation in the paint, which wasn't really very noticeable with the resin finish. But just something to consider if you use them. They really need a good acrylic binder, and Floetrol is not intended for that. So if you mix them in with tube paints, they do fine mixed with Floetrol and water. But I'm going to do some experimenting on my Dutch pours with them and experiment maybe with using a gloss medium and water instead of Floetrol and water. But again, the resin finish really turned out beautifully. Pardon my head as I blow out a couple of places there. We would love it if you would follow our social media links that are listed below. And of course, if you're not already a subscriber, please give us a like and subscribe. I'd love to see your comments about how you think it turned out. This is a 10 by 20 level 1 canvas, and it is still available. It is finished with resin. So if you are interested in the piece, please message us. The information will be in the description box below. But this was a great first experiment. I think I really enjoyed the black background. My husband really loved it. So here's a close-up after the painting. Look at those purples sticking out in there. I love how the Robin's Egg softened it a little bit with some light shimmery colors in there. So beautiful. It's so hard to capture with the glare. I'm so sorry. And I'm really bad about getting out of frame sometimes, so pretty. Again, used way too much paint, but I still like it. And this is the resin finished result. Again, so hard to get a good view with that glare, but look how shiny it is under resin. Resin makes primary elements come alive. There's a lot of depth and detail that's hard to get a good picture of. But again, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Have a great day.